How's it, great nights? Today we're moving on to polygons, working from slides 1 to 8 from the Polygons PowerPoint. Okay, so first of all, what is a polygon? Well, poly just means many and gon means shape. So it's a many-sided shape, okay? Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about regular and irregular polygons. Now, regular just means that it is a perfect of that shape. Irregular means it's not a perfect. So if you look at a triangle, it would be an equilateral triangle like that. Yes, that is a triangle, but it is not a regular triangle, okay? Also, what regular polygon means, it means that all the sides will be equal in length and all the interior angles will be the same. So you can see that with this irregular triangle here, that the one side is longer than the other, and you can see all the angles are different. So it is not regular because all the sides are not equal in length and all the interior angles are not equal. Okay, so a regular polygon, a regular quadrilateral would be a square. This is a quadrilateral, but it is, you can see that the lengths of the sides are not equal and the interior angles are not equal. And it just goes through the whole list with a pentagon, perfect one, regular, irregular pentagon, hexagon, irregular hexagon, octagon. This is the shape of a stop sign. And then an irregular octagon. Okay, so that is important, grade 9s. You've got to look out for the key words. So if they say to you in a question that it is a regular pentagon, then you know it's going to be a perfect pentagon with all the sides equal in length, all the interior angles are equal. Okay, so just watch out for that word regular. Okay, so let's just have a look at some formulae. Okay, these formulae you need to know off by heart, grade 9. So for any polygon, so now that includes regular and irregular, okay? The sum of the interior angles of an n-sided polygon is n minus 2 times 180. So, for example, if we look at a triangle, now you guys should know now that the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180. Okay, so let's have a look how we use this formula. Now, n is the number of sides of that polygon. So, for example, how many sides does a triangle have? It has 3. So, if we make n 3, and I'm just going to put it on the calculator so you can see the working. So, we say 3 for the n because a triangle has 3 sides, minus 2 times 180. And we get 180. And we knew that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle gives us 180. Now let's have a look at a square, for example. Now a square, if you add up all of the angles inside, you should get 360. How many sides does a square have? 4. So I make n 4. So I'm just going to change that 3 to a 4. And there you go, we get 360. So you can do that for any polygon to find the sum of the interior angles. Okay, now the next one, the sum of the exterior angles of an n-sided polygon is 360. Now this is where you guys get a little bit confused with the exterior angles. So what I've done here is I've put 2 little solutions here, or examples, just to show you. Now an exterior angle, if I look at this 30 degrees over here, I can draw my exterior angle going that direction, or I can draw it going in that direction. It doesn't make a difference. We will get the same thing. So I'm just going to draw it in this direction. So there's our exterior angle, this angle over here for this angle. Then for the 60, I don't know, let's put our exterior angle over here. Okay, so there can be our exterior angle over there. I could have gone up, it would have been the same thing. Okay, let's put our exterior angle for this one down here. And this will be our exterior angle over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out what this angle is, what this angle is, and what this angle is over here. So you can see that these are on a straight line. And you know angles on a straight line add up to 180. So what plus 30 will give us 180? It's 150. So we know that this angle here is 150. Over here, I'm going to do the same thing. 60 plus what gives us 180? It's 120. So the exterior angle for this one is 150. The exterior angle for this one is 120. Now the exterior angle for this one, remember that little square thing means 90 degrees. So 90 plus what gives us 180? Well, it's another 90 degrees. Okay, and what I'm going to do, grade 9, is I'm going to add these three exterior angles because I'm interested in this one over here. So it says the sum of the exterior angles. So sum means add. So let's add 150 plus 120 plus 90. And we get 360. Okay, let's do the same for this one over here. So it doesn't make a difference. I can make my, and I'm looking at this angle over here, I can make my exterior angle going up or across. Here I'm just going to make it go up. Okay, for this one here, let's make it go across. For this one, let's make it go across. And for this one, let's make it go across. It doesn't really make a difference. So let's look at this one. We know that is 90. 90 plus what will give us 180? It's another 90. Over here, 90 plus what will give us 180? It's another 90. 90 plus what gives us 180? And another 90. And then likewise over here, another 90. So let's see. Let's add up those 90. So I'm only adding the exterior angle. So 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90. And we get 360. Okay. So for any polygon, the sum of the exterior angles of an n-sided polygon is 360. Okay. And the sum of the interior angles is n minus 2 times 180. All right. So just keep that in mind, grade 9s. This is for any polygon, regular and irregular. Now, going on to the next one, we've got now for regular polygons. Always watch out for this keyword regular. So this will work for regular polygons only, not irregular. Okay, so let's go on and see what it says. It says every interior angle of an n-sided regular polygon is n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. So if we look, for example, at a equilateral triangle. So you know with an equilateral triangle, all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. So we know that each angle in a regular triangle will be 60, 60, 60. Okay, 60 plus 60 is 120 plus another 60 is 180. Sum of the interior angles, 180. So let's just test this thing. So we've got now n is now 3 because I'm checking a equilateral triangle. So 3 minus 2 times 180 all over 3. And we get 60. Okay, so that will work for any regular polygon. Then every exterior angle of an n-sided regular polygon is 360 divided by n. And that exterior angle would be these things over here. Okay, so only for regular shapes will you use these formulas. All right, so what I need you to know, grade 9s, is I need you to know the names of polygons. For example, a 3-sided shape is a triangle, a 4-sided shape is a square, 5 pentagon, 6 hexagon, 7 heptagon, 8 octagon, 9 nonagon, 10 decagon, 11 hendecagon, and 12 dodecagon. Okay, need to know those words. They will be in the slides, so you can write them down and then just memorize them, because in an exam or a test, we will say things like an nonagon or an octagon or whatever the case is. All right, so let's just go on to some examples here. So the first example is saying, determine the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 7 sides. Just want to put your angles. Okay, so determine the sum of the interior angles of a polygon with 7 sides. Now they haven't told us that if it's regular or irregular. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one over here. The sum of the interior angles of an n-sided polygon. n minus 2 times 180. So I'm going to write down the formula, n minus 2 times 180. What is our n? It's 7. So we get 7 minus 2 times 180. I can now put this on the calculator. 7 minus 2 times 180, and we get 900 degrees. So the sum of those interior angles for a 7-sided shape, 900 degrees. The next one, determine the size of the interior angles of a regular, okay, there's your keyword, regular polygon with 9 sides. So determine the size of the interior angles. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this formula over here. Every interior angle of an n-sided regular polygon is this, okay? So I'm going to write down the formula. So we have n minus 2 times 180 all over n. So this will give us, and we've got 9 sides, so our n is 9. 9 minus 2 times 180 all over 9. I'm going to put this on the calculator. 9 minus 2 times 180 all over 9. And we get 140. So each interior angle for a 9-sided shape is 140 degrees. Okay, last example, grade 9s. The sum of the interior angles of a polygon is 1080 degrees. Determine the number of sides. So they haven't mentioned anything about regular here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this formula over here. The sum of the interior angles of an n-sided polygon is n minus 2 times 180. Okay, so we have n minus 2 times 180, and we know what this sum is. They told us it's 1080 degrees. Okay, now this is just a normal equation that you can solve, which you guys have been doing for the last few weeks. I'm going to divide both sides by 180 first. So we're left with n minus 2, and I just want to make a note here for you guys. So I'm dividing by 180 to get rid of this. So if we do it on the calculator, 1080 divided by 180, and we get 6. To get n on its own, I must take the minus 2 to the other side. So we get n is equal to 6 plus 2. Remember, it changes its sign. So n is equal to 8. That tells us that it was an 8-sided shape that will have the sum of the interior angles will be 1080. All right, grade 9s. So for homework, what I would like you to do, sorry, I've just written it over here. So I would like you to do exercise 11.5 and then exercise 11.6 for me, please. Thank you.